We're almost into the new year, and if you're feeling like you're a little bit behind, or maybe you should have started a little earlier on planning and setting your goals, this video is for you. Only 3 days that you need for this challenge. You can change your life in 3 days. I know some of you are thinking that it sounds too good to be true, but I'm gonna explain to you how you can transform your life in just 3 days so that you can get a jump start ahead of the new year. I know what it feels like to feel a little behind, especially at the end of the year. You wanna get a head start on the new year. You're probably thinking, how do I plan? Where do I start? I don't know what to do first. I'm gonna simplify it for you. You can come back to this 3-day challenge at any point. It doesn't have to be before a new year. So if you're finding this video at another time, know that this works whenever you choose to do it. I actually use this a lot throughout the year. Okay, so why 3 days? 3 days is long enough to create some momentum and change, and it's also short enough to keep ourselves accountable and consistent. The main goal in these 3 days is going to be to tune yourself to the right frequency that allows you to attract your goals like a magnet. As a reminder, we can't push ourselves through life. We can't control every little thing, every little detail, overplan the how, the what, the when. And I'm here to tell you that being obsessed with control is actually one of the reasons why you are not where you want to be yet. That was one of the hardest truths that I realized, and I wish I had learned sooner. It is definitely getting in your way to be obsessed with control. And it's easier said than done to let go of that control. So the first step of this 3-day plan, I want you to ask yourself what it is that you really want. What do you want? Is it to hit a certain number of income? Is it to make a consistent income every month that covers your expenses? Is it to find a new job or a new career? Is it to move to a new country or a new state? What is the one goal? And this is just to simplify the process. It usually comes to you right away. You know, this is something you've been thinking about, you've been dreaming about. What is that one thing right now that would be so important to you in your life? And if you had it right now, it would change the way that you showed up in the world. What is that one thing? And it doesn't even have to be a big thing. What if it's something small that you just really want to achieve? Once you've picked your desire, I just want to remind you that our thoughts are so powerful, so much so that it's like every thought that you have, think of it as it's placing an order to the universe. If every thought is like placing an order, how well can you align your beliefs with your actions? So to not only think a certain way, but how do you get your actions to align with those thoughts? Aligning your actions with the beliefs part, that really holds a lot of people back. Because if you think, I want success, but your actions are saying, I'm not good enough, because you're procrastinating, you're taking shortcuts, you're not having difficult conversations, you're not making difficult decisions, then you're not aligning those actions with the beliefs of wanting success. So that is where it gets tricky, because a lot of times we think, I want this thing, and it's not a magic thing to manifest. You can't just ask and wish for it. You actually have to take the steps that align with those beliefs, and vice versa. You can't take actions to go to the gym, but having beliefs that you are never going to lose weight, or that you're maybe just not built to be fit. If you have a negative belief, it's going to prevent any action that you do from aligning with your goals. So just think of it as they have to be aligned energetically. If your thoughts don't match your actions, or your actions don't match your thoughts, then they're going to cancel out the other. Know what you want. Be really specific about what it is that you want. Don't just say, I want success. Don't just say, I want money. You need to be specific. What amount of money do you want? The more specific you can be, the easier it is to place that order. Because imagine if you were shopping online, if you just put dress, every dress on the website is going to come up. So what do we have to do? We have to refine our search. What color is the dress? What size is the dress? Does it have sleeves? Is it a V-neck? You have to be really specific to refine the search, or else you're going to get generic results. Every past negative belief that's holding you back. You're not defined by your past. A mistake that I made too often was thinking that I was defined by my past, because in my past I have gone from career to career and I didn't know what it was my passion. And I always had that limiting belief with me for so many years that I just wasn't good enough to stick to something, because I had convinced myself with the story that I told myself on a regular basis. And mind you, The more you tell yourself a story, the more real it is. And everything in our life is an outcome of the beliefs and the stories we tell ourselves. So what is the story you keep telling yourself? We have become so clear about the story on all the things wrong in our life, but we have no idea what story we want to tell ourselves for the complete opposite of that. So if we're so detailed about all the things that are missing or wrong in our lives and why we can't be where we want to be, we have to match that on the complete opposite side and get really specific with the story of why we deserve good, why we deserve success, why we deserve happiness, love, and all the other things. We need to be that clear about our success story, clearer than our negative one. The universe is only going to reward the stronger vibration. Stop holding on to the stories that you tell yourself. Release the stories that you tell yourself. Give yourself permission to choose a new story from now on moving forward. So this is day one. Day one is all about getting specific on all the little details. Really envision every little detail of your success story. If everything could go your way, what would success look like? What would happiness look like? What would love look like? What would your life look like in general? Like, really take the time to write out the details of that story and know it so well, refining your vision for yourself and that goal that you want to achieve. Day two is all about channeling the feeling to the thing that you want. So this is where you take it to the next level. How can you feel the feeling of having what it is that you want today? So if I want $1 million, who would I be right now? How would I feel? How would I do my hair? How would I walk? How would I show up in a room? What would I be spending my time on? What would my morning routine look like? I mean specifics, and I need you to really channel the feeling. Like, really close your eyes and envision having what you want and how it makes you feel as if it were happening right now. In order for anything to manifest in real life, it has to first manifest in your mind as a true belief. So channel the feeling on day two. Forget asking, well, how am I gonna get there? Well, what do I need to do? Partially trust and flow and partial inspired action, but you have to be so satisfied now, feeling excited because you already have it in your mind. It's like when you place an order, you aren't thinking about, well, did the order actually place? Am I actually going to receive my order? You don't place the order and immediately start questioning the order. Did it go through? Am I actually going to get it? Is it to the right address? Do I need to check it every single second, every single day? But what if someone doesn't like the order I placed? No, that's ridiculous. You place an order and you expect it to arrive. That is the confidence you need to know that what you order in your life, your manifestations, what you've mentally ordered, is going to show up for you in your life without a question. It needs to be that certain. That's the energy you need to actually make change. Because the more that you represent that energy of pure confidence and trust, you will be rewarded. In real life, I know that's easier said than done. And if you start getting feelings of doubt, this isn't working, or you're worrying, you're thinking like, what if this isn't real? I want you to just pull yourself back to the feeling of already having it. Anytime that you feel resistance, rechannel that feeling. Do whatever you need to do to rechannel that feeling of trust and assurance that it is coming, it is on its way. It's done, it's done, it's done. That is a phrase that I love to say when I start to feel a little concerned or fearful that something may not happen for me, because that's a lack mindset. Just say, it's done, it's already done. The order has been placed. And day three is channeling gratitude. Gratitude is truly the magnet emotion to bringing you everything that you want. It really is. And it is the most underrated emotion that I think people take for granted. Like, sometimes I even take for granted. As soon as I wake up, I like to listen to affirmations and remind myself, wow, I'm so thankful. I have clean water. I have hot water to shower in when it's cold. I have food. Nature is doing its thing. I don't have to ask the wind to wind. I don't have to ask the sun to sun. Everything is already happening in this earth. I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for my bed, my house. I mean, there's so many things to be grateful for, and that feeling of gratitude really signals a frequency to the universe that you are ready to receive more. Do you ever notice when you stop valuing your car, something just goes wrong with it? The universe will take away what we don't appreciate. What you focus on is gonna expand. So if you focus on gratitude, you will be blessed with way more things to be grateful for. Be really careful about what you're consuming, what you're watching. If you look on social media, do you ever notice when you close the app, you usually don't feel inspired? You either feel triggered, like you compared yourself to someone, you're bombarded with other people's opinions and complaints about what's going on in the world and irrelevant details. Be really careful about what you choose in these 3 days. Treat your energy like a precious vibration. Your gratitude is the magnet for your blessings, so why would you compromise that feeling of gratitude for anything that's not worth it? That's all gonna water down your gratitude frequency. So really be cautious about the things you're consuming in these 3 days. And remember, if you're going through a difficult time, going through something really challenging, your circumstances today are an outcome of your past beliefs and actions. What you're seeing today, your circumstances, your bank account, whatever it is, that's a reflection of past you. Make the choice to make different decisions, reroute your path by amplifying your gratitude. Know that your past doesn't define you. Starting today, you get to choose a new chain of events. You get to redefine your path with a simple decision in your mind. It's really that simple. And watch how your life transforms in just these 3 days. And after these 3 days, if you feel like the specific thing you wanted to manifest doesn't show up for you, try it again. This time, take note. Maybe you subconsciously were holding on to a limiting belief. It will get better each time you do this. It's a simple reset, and that's why I love this 3-day challenge, because you can do it over and over at any time, at any point, like back to back. And this time you're gonna do it a little bit better. You're gonna be a little bit stronger. Your gratitude's gonna be much stronger. Tell yourself, I choose to live a different life now. I choose to let go of the past. It does not define me. A 3-day challenge to reset the direction of your life. After these 3 days, you don't just stop there. You use that new energy to then keep that momentum. If you're ready to let go of the past stories you've been telling yourself and you're ready to change your life, try this 3-day challenge and you will be surprised with the results. And if you made it to the end of this video, I want you to comment down below, I'm ready, because I want to know that you are ready for this 3-day challenge. You're ready for the new year and you're ready for a new chapter. It's going to be an amazing new year. Set the intention now, stick to it. Come back and revisit this video anytime that you need to remind yourself that you have everything you need to change your life. And I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.